Hi friends, we have a great weekend coming up here at Groovy Plants Ranch. I want to show you what looks great in the greenhouses right now, but a reminder, we've got Peony Palooza happening this weekend, so we've got about 700 peonies going out every morning when we open at 8:30. We have coffee trucks and food trucks all weekend, and also the greenhouses are packed. So we've got succulents. Succulent house looks amazing. Houseplants, they're working on getting more out today even, and more pottery than we've ever had. So we have a great weekend ahead of us. The weather looks amazing. Let's go look and see what looks good. Christmas tree cactus, we've got plenty of these in stock. These ones are cool. Those are hard to get our hands on, but now we've got a good supply on them. Spiral cactus, same thing, looking awesome. Get warm in the greenhouses. Some days it can get up to 80s in here, and they're loving the heat. Look at that weird thing. We've got mangave out, so we haven't had mangave in a little bit, but these are hybrids between agave and manfreda. They get really nice and big. They're beautiful in pots, and they've got cool colors. So these are a little bit on the small side right now because we just brought them out, but they get quite large, which you can see on their tags. And the guy who breeds them, he's out of Michigan. He also does a lot of the breeding on the peonies and the hellebores that we sell. Got these cool guys. Astrophytums looking awesome. Got lots of great hanging baskets. We got the burro's tail, lots of ripsalis. This house is packed with hanging baskets actually. So when you visit, don't forget to look up. Sometimes when you're looking at the tables, you might even miss what's above you, but don't do that. Xerosycia string of nickels are looking really cool, and they're putting on some growth. These things are slow growers, but they like to grow in the spring. So they'll you see these tendrils, they'll kind of grab onto stuff and climb up. We've got some small Madagascar ponds. So when you first come in, we've got that giant guy, and we've also got some small ones, which over time can get tall as a tree like the one that we have. Our selection of house-grown 3.5-inch succulents is looking really fantastic right now. We've got more coming on, but this is the most succulents we've been able to grow in-house in a while because of our new spaces. This is Echeveria Purple Pearl. Look at that amazing color. More really beautiful Echeveria here. This is our succulent oxalis. I love that one. We've got some great string of pearls. We got your standard greens right here. Variegated string of pearls, which are, highly coveted. Houseplant selection is, again, fantastic. So we've got our blooming bromeliads, which, I think I've said this in a couple of videos, but we love bromeliads, Jared and I. They are kind of a cross between a succulent and a houseplant because they've got those thicker, strappy leaves. They don't need as much water like a succulent, but they also are lower light like a houseplant. So they're a really great plant for those of us who are busy or are forgetful waterers, or maybe if you're traveling, it's a great plant to have in your home because it doesn't need as much water. And also my favorite, the ZZ plants, for the same reason. Easy, lower water, lower light. We still have a few Easter cactus for those of you who are collecting. So we've got a variety of colors, and once these are out, they're out. So if you're looking, this is probably my last supply on those guys. Well, oxalis. These are great long-lived house plants. They also look great in annual planters. So if you buy one now, you can have it in your house, and then in the summer you can put it out in a shady mixed container, and then in the fall you can bring it back in for a house plant. We've had one for years. This one is the purple plum. We grow this one in house, and look at those adorable yellow flowers and the purple and pink foliage. You really can't beat that color. Great selection on ficus over here. So we've got our rubber trees, which are a ficus plant in different colors, as well as our fiddly figs looking beautiful. And some of these ginseng ficus, which are a bonsai type ficus. Great begonias going on. So we've already got some of our fancy begonias and our canary wings out in the store. And of course, we're getting close to spring, so annuals will start showing up in the shop in another 2 or 3 weeks. So keep an eye out for more annuals coming out. Fairyland is looking amazing, so if you haven't stopped by, you need to check out Fairyland that we have here in our Beetle. And we got all kinds of cute stuff. Look at this adorable camper. This is new, and look at these cute trucks.
You want to go left?
This one's got giant carrots in it. Rare selection looking great as always. And for those of you who've been asking, we do have Pink Princess in smaller pots. We have some of them in a little bit larger sizes as well. Look at the variegation on that Pink Princess. Fuchsiana, more Silveriana. So Ficus Silveriana is one that people really love. And of course we've got our elbows snuck in here and some of our other rare aeroids, cool philodendrons. So we also have, this is a philodendron fuzzy petiole, and you can see how cool the stem is on that guy. Here's another really cool philodendron, and this one is not rare at all. This one is Saloom Hope. I love this one, and this is actually, if you've seen the giant one in the back of one, the one that's is taller than me and eating the side of the greenhouse, this is that variety. So that one's probably 30 years old, and it was gifted to us by someone who fed it Miracle Grow on a very regular basis, so yours doesn't have to get that big, but this is the same plant. So we've got our bonsai bodega. So these are all plants that have been started on their bonsai journey. They have been trimmed some. They're in the appropriate soils, and they've already, you know, they've got some of those cool trunks, and they are older plants, and we have bonsai pots as well for them. So these are a great way to get started on growing your own bonsai. And if you're looking for resources on bonsai, the Columbus Hub, they are super, super, super helpful. Reach out to them on Facebook and they would love to help you out. Over here in our mercantile is now our colder annuals, and we also have some veggie crops in here. So you can see we've got our pansies and violas that look fantastic. The Frizzle Sizzle are one of our favorites. Those guys are here with the ruffled flowers. Whites and oranges, mixed flats. We also have really nice bowls. Hanging baskets. And this house smells amazing, which is because of the orange bedders over there. But you gotta just come in here and experience the color and the smell. We also have our cold season vegetables in here. So we've got some lettuce bowls, which are a great thing. You can just put this out on your porch and leave it on the porch, and you can just cut a few microgreens to put in your salad at lunch or in your smoothie in the morning, and it'll keep growing for you. And for those of you who are really avid gardeners, we have your cold season veggies. Got some kales and cabbages, broccolis, Brussels sprouts, peas, things like that in this section. We also have blackberries and raspberries. So I've gotten a few phone calls already for these, so here they are. They're already out. We also have some strawberries. We'll have more of this coming out as well, rhubarb. And then over here, we've got our seed potatoes, onions, and asparagus. Potatoes, these are certified seed potatoes. Asparagus, I love planting asparagus. They're so fun. They take a little while. These are 2-year-old crowns, so you won't be able to harvest this year, but this next year you should be able to harvest on them. And we have green and we have purple asparagus. We've got red and white shallots, and we have yellow, white, and red onions. And these are bagged and balled and ready to go, so you can just pick one up and then take them to plant. These are the Sonettis. So we love Sonettis. These are a cooler season annuals, so they're in bloom now. They have long-lasting color. They're so pretty. So really a vibrant purple. They're just starting to really open up, but look at that fantastic color. There's this lighter purple here. And then everyone's favorite, the ranunculus. Look at these fantastic blooms. They are just gorgeous. That's it. We have another fantastic weekend for you here at Groovy. We got our Peony Palooza, 700 new peonies going out each morning when we open up at 8:30. Coffee and food trucks for the weekend. Tons and tons of houseplants, awesome succulents. Pottery looks great. And we didn't even look in there, but the schoolhouse is really looking fantastic. So hope to see you guys soon. Have a great weekend.